Welcome back, it's Rich, and in this episode, Rich reviews what the hell is going on with Jonathan Majors, Kang, and the Fantastic Four casting. Let's do it. Welcome back to Rich Reviews, no nonsense movie chat from the UK. If you like what you see today, please like and subscribe, share your comments below. So a quick update on what's going off in the MCU with the Fantastic Four, the casting choices, Kang and Jonathan Majors. So filming is scheduled to start for the Fantastic Four in 2024. This has got a proposed release date of May 2025 and is a major film for Marvel. It's a decades and decades old long-running franchise, and this new version is our actual first introduction into the official MCU, so mingling with our usual common characters and films. This has got nothing to do with the previous Fantastic Four films that many of you will have seen over the years, or the dreadful reboot that was done not too long ago. You may see an appearance from some of the old characters in Secret Wars, as that is kind of about finding the ultimate version of each character from each multiverse that's ever existed. So we could see somebody like Chris Evans playing his old Johnny Storm from the Fantastic Four. That'd be great fun, but we will see. But as filming is supposed to start in January, then that would mean the paparazzi will be out there trying to get photos, trying to get anything they can and leak it over the internet. And Marvel's not going to want this. So we should expect some kind of official casting announcement soon. At the moment, there's been many choices for Reed Richards, but it looks like it's going to be Pedro Pascal of Mandalorian and The Last of Us fame. He could be a good choice for this. I actually wanted the John Krasinski that we saw in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. I thought he was great for that, and he was a real fan favourite too. But it does mean that he could come back anyway, again, in Secret Wars with all the different multiverse shenanigans. And that would be brilliant. I'd love that. Let's hope so. We also look to potentially have Vanessa Kirby classed as Sue Storm, the Invisible Girl. Not confirmed, but it's looking that way.
So who's the villain?
Strong rumour is going to be Galactus. Now, Galactus in Rise of the Silver Surfer that you may have seen has some kind of ridiculous look to him, being some space dust cloud that devours planets. And he is some kind of planet-devouring god. But in the comics, he is so much more than just a dust cloud. They obviously went the easy route, and I'm hoping Marvel take the tough route and try somehow to get our purple helmeted guy on screen. No idea how they're going to do this, no idea how it might look, but it would be fantastic, wouldn't it, if we got the actual Galactus-looking guy that's been around for so many years on screen. Talks of casting for this are pointing now to Antonio Banderas of Zorro and Puss in Boots fame, or Javier Bardem of Little Mermaid's Neptune and Skyfall's main Bond villain. Can they play the big guy? I think so. Either of these would be great. The Silver Surfer is also shown to make an appearance in this. Again, strong rumours on this, and some kind of confirmation from one of Marvel's insiders that also this being a female character. There is a female style Silver Surfer, but everybody knows the kind of usual core male version. And again, Secret Wars, multiverses would likely get two different versions of this, or even more than that. There's also rumours of two other characters which are really important but not as well known, but certainly are in the comics. And this is the son and daughter of Reed Richards and Sue Storm. This is Franklin and Valerie Richards. Now, Franklin is a mega overpowered comic book character, and at one point even summoned Galactus as his own kind of puppet to obey his very commands. Ridiculously powerful and really important to the story, because at the end of Secret Wars in the comics, Franklin actually restores the entire multiverse. So it could be that they're bringing this in and this rumour's true because it forms part of what's going to happen in Secret Wars. Next we look at the Kang Dynasty, the next of the Avengers films. And this might actually include two major villains. At the minute, we've got major Kang problems in terms of Jonathan Majors with his public lawsuit that he's currently battling through, and it's quite big news in the comic book world at the moment. Marvel have considered dropping Majors. This must definitely have been talked about, and dropping Kang. But it looks like that might not be the case now. Kang is really established now. We've had Victor Timely recently in Series 2 of Loki. We've had He Who Remains, both playing excellent versions of a Kang variant and superbly acted by Jonathan Majors. He is absolutely brilliant at this. And then we got the kind of the more hardcore evil version of Kang that's very comic book looking in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, but also the end credit scene in Quantumania where we saw the Council of Kangs, very much like the comic book characters and very much part of the Kang dynasty, so to speak. And this will be the first Avengers film since Endgame. The rumour is that Kang wasn't initially the actual main big bad villain of these films, and since the acting that Jonathan Majors portrayed and the reception that was taken from Kang by the fans, it looks like Disney took a bit of a U-turn and decided to push and go down that route. Now, if they did move away from this, which there is rumours of that, but it's starting to look less likely, who would that have been? Well, everything at the minute is talking about and pointing towards Doctor Doom. And Doctor Doom is one of the most popular Marvel villains of all time. He's a vastly popular character, very integral to the Fantastic Four and also to Secret Wars. And, you know, there is talks about Kang also being recast as well. And there's been rumours recently around him having a contract, this being Jonathan Majors, that stipulates that he and he alone can only play Kang and any variant of Kang. Now, if that's the case, that could mean that casting of a new actor could potentially not happen. However, when it comes down to contracts like this, realistically, if Jonathan Majors was found guilty of his public altercations, then this contract would really become null and void, and so they could, in theory, recast. So regardless of kind of whatever happens, if he's innocent, he's going to stay. That's the way it's starting to look now. If he is found guilty, unfortunately out there, as much as I wouldn't want this, it's likely that he would probably get recast. But it looks like this is actually happening now, and also with Doctor Doom potentially making some sort of debut. Maybe not a main villain at that point, but making some kind of introduction. But I'm hoping that they keep Majors. He has been great so far, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what they can do with Kang Dynasty. So if you like what you see today, what are your thoughts on this? Leave a comment below. But until next time, keep smiling, peeps.